black one.
You know what could be funny if we do, if we load missiles at some point, and then two other guys get in one, and we do IFR combat.
IFR combat, oh my god.
It could be pretty hilarious.
That would be really good for learning RWR and radar. Oh, this is a big mistake. To be able to see where you're going, you have to make sure you're doing that away from the mountains, though.
Oh. Mountains make things more interesting, boy.
That'd be a really good way to. That'd be a really good way to get rid of some people.
Throw G1000 there, or synthetic vision, the whole deal.
There is.
Hey, that might help.
If you mean that I can hear you now, yes, that'd help.
Please do, Steve. Yeah, I could hear you before. I've got a DCS server up if you guys just want to fuck around.
Ooh, I'll fuck around with you. No lose.
Albatrosses, albatrossing.
I'm gonna fucking jump right in that shit. Is it only albatrosses on there?
No, there's MiG-21s,
Or is there Mirage
15s,
in there?
A-10s, Mirages.
Okay, cool, man. I will be right there. Let me take my mandatory shit first, because it's been 15 minutes, and like I said, my body works on a very tight time schedule.
I consumed Chipotle 17 minutes ago. I should be waiting for 19, but I've got to subtract 2 because I had the hot salsa today.
Cat, calm down.
Stay up or go to bed.
2.0 or 1.0? Is it
We're in the Caucasus.
the Caucasus?
Yeah. Well, can you roll the wings back and forth?
Nigga, why you so...
Level the wings according to the artificial horizon.
User left your channel.
That's
Okay.
level for you?
Where
Hey,
down
firm.
it is.
Okay, that's weird. Mine show a bank. I'm gonna hop out and hop back in.
Well, my Nazi meter says that's level.
My Nazi meter?
Oh shit.
Hey, I might have reset the horizon.
My
Accidentally.
Nazi meter. There's so many puns there. What's the server name? Because he's German, because he cannot see where he's going.
Albatrosses, albatrossing.
So goddamn funny. Ah.
It might be off. I might have reset it after being airborne accidentally. Was such a shiny red button.
It looks fine to me.
And I want to call it night. See you guys later.
Gute Nacht.
Good night.
User disconnected from your channel.
Don't leave. Alright, well my DCS...
Troubles brewing. Let's do some VFR unusual attitudes to start.
BFR.
So, yeah, I'm not going to put the hood down yet. Got to make sure we're picking up the correct wing.
Buddy left your channel.
Who left?
So let's go ahead and pull the power back to 90%.
What's the name of your server?
Wow, that just lagged.
Yeah. Yeah, I opened it up for 16 slots, and hopefully my PC can handle that. I know the internet can, but we'll see what the PC can manage.
Is that power 1 on 90?
Yeah, all speeds will be N1.
Oh, it's frozen for me. Oh, there you go. Comes back.
Must be people joining.
Yeah, probably. It's fine. More challenge.
Yeah.
Well, that's something you encounter in real life.
Occasionally when someone hops onto the new frequency, the airplane just stops for a second. Hate when that happens.
Fucking black people.
Alright, let's climb.
What?
We're looking for 2,000.
touch the rudder.
I'm a jigaboo in a jigga world.
If you want to get somewhere and I should climb steeper, let me know.
Well, I would climb a little steeper, but you're PIC right now. No worries, Steve. We'll see what happens. Oh, Steve, that connection, though. I think it'd be okay. We'll see what happens.
Pretend the hood is down.
We're not fighting each other, so it should be fine. No, hood's up. We're VFR. You should be looking around. You get 3 seconds to scan your instruments, and then you continue your sweep visually. Thanks, Cosmic.
Alright, so I just discovered a pretty fucking cool game.
Go on.
What game?
Permission to increase power to get to altitude.
It's called
today.
Sins of a Solar
Is there?
Empire Rebellion. And there's a mod called Thrawn's Revenge 2 Ascendancy. And basically, it's like a Star Wars mod. It's a RTS style game, space game. And you can control all the ships, and, you know, it's pretty cool.
Keep that N1 at 100%, just for engine management sake.
Wow, we're missing altitude.
That'll do. Okay, we're going to skip the clearing turns because it's just all of us screwing around in here. So, on the honor system, close your eyes and continue straight and level flight.
With that space, okay.
Keeping your eyes closed, 30-degree bank to the left, and then hold it. And reduce power 95%.
You know I don't have to touch the stick to go off anything. You know? That sounded wrong.
I shouldn't have said a specific percentage because you're not supposed to be looking, but
No, totally. I have to kind of have to guess now what 5% is.
Mhm.
Was that 90?
That's pretty close. That'll work. Okay, now pitch up, maintain climb. And maintaining this climb, roll the wings level.
I don't know what's level.
I know. I'm setting you up for an unusual attitude. I want you to do what you think is going to be wings level without cheating. Like I said, we're on the honor system.
There is no honor
I could
amongst
be
the
level.
Germans.
Okay, let's do a steep turn to the right now. 45 degrees bank and pull.
Prepare for missile avoidance course.
I was expecting that.
Okay, open your eyes and recover.
Increasing speed, so I keep the nose up.
Yeah, maintain about 250 knots. Or whatever these are.
So adjust my climb rate to keep the speed.
Or power. Your choice. We're going to call that maneuver completed, so go ahead and close your eyes.
Close.
45-degree bank to the right.
Well, I completely overshot.
You know, I pretty much didn't fly that plane in VFR before, so I don't know how much stick input I have to do for that.
Yep, that's okay. We're intentionally getting into unusual attitudes here. Okay, keep it coming for 45 degrees. Keep it coming. Okay, now push the nose down and roll the wings level. Keep it coming. Lot more. Lot more. Way more. Okay, and recover.
You mean eyes open?
Yes. Okay, zoom back up, get some of this altitude back. Go ahead and bleed that airspeed down to about the top of the yellow arc.
While maintaining climb?
Mm-hmm. We're trading all that airspeed for altitude here. And nope, keep your power on. We're gonna bleed that airspeed with climb. We're just transferring. Transfer the energy. Top of the yellow arc, deploy flaps and continue deceleration for 150. Maintain pitch as necessary.
$150, you mean?
Yeah, what did I say?
I think 150.
Oh, okay.
No? 150
Yeah,
kilometers per hour, I guess.
150. Okay, now maintaining that airspeed, reduce power to level off.
I love how
So
the
pitch for
Mirage is.
speed.
I'm super cruising right now, 32,000, going Mach 1.10.
Yeah, it's
no
pretty
afterburner.
fucking ridiculous.
You guys are way too slow for me.
Yeah. Okay, once you've got it.
Orders here.
Yep. Once you've got it stabilized at 150 in level flight, then we're going to do some turns. They're going to be 15-degree bank. We're just going to go back and forth a little bit. Eyes open, eyes outside the cockpit. Just cross-referencing your speed and your ball as you go.
I'm not there yet.
Rocketeer.
Actually, I'm past it. Never mind, I'm already ascending.
So now you got to manipulate the throttle as necessary to climb back up.
On it.
There you go. We really should have worked on this stuff beforehand, getting some of these basics down in terms of controlling the aircraft at different flight envelopes, aside from just looking at direction, rolling, and pulling. I show us still in about a 400 meter descent, 400 meter per minute.
Hold on.
Yes, we did.
We try to get to follow your first command first here. Getting level at 150. I'm still not there.
Okay, Watch that airspeed. What's your response?
A little more power and nose down.
Power, nose down, and opposite rudder to keep that wing from falling. You don't want to mash it down, but you want to feed some in. If you actually enter the spin, that's when you mash the rudder. So bring that power all the way up to 100. Okay, now pitch to maintain 150 so you can get your climb going. So you can see you're using pitch to maintain your airspeed now, and power to adjust climb and descent.
Roger.
And once you get it trimmed out at 150 knots for actually. It's going to be like you're turning base to final, and you're rounding out right at the end of the runway, and you're starting your flare.
Okay. You said left?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
With descent or level?
You got this.
Go ahead, start to pull the power. Pull the power and let the... You've got it all trimmed up, so let the aircraft descend as it needs to. Okay. And bank. Maintain airspeed. Throttle to idle. Maintain bank. Okay. We're turning base to final.
Oh, what the?
Go ahead, start your flare. And keep this wing low. Keep the flare going. Pull, 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 pull. Keep it pulling, keep it pulling. Here comes the airspeed. There's the stall. Recover. Right roll and rudder. Power, 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 power. And bring it out.
So, she was still wiggling a little.
She was wiggling?
Yeah, well, when you said like power, like, am I supposed to just do
As soon
stick
as
center,
you...
rudder against the spin or wiggle, and then when it's calm, then I roll and give power? Like, get as airspeed due to the pitch or freefall first before I get power?
Well, on my screen there was no buffet or indication of the stall. Did you get any indications on yours?
I wouldn't know where to
Before it...
read here, but
Well,
like
Oh, wow, I
did...
just blacked out.
Did the canopy start to buffet right before it happened? The controls start to get real mushy and the canopy should
Yes.
shake just a little bit? Okay.
Yes.
Well, at that shake, that's going to be the stall. We're not going to go all the way into the deep stall yet. Okay, bring the power up. Let's get a climb going. Maintain 150. Gain back some of our lost altitude here. Power all the way to 100. Full climb. We'll keep the landing configuration the same. We'll just climb back up in this configuration. Actually, let's reduce 1 notch of flaps. Bring it to takeoff flaps. That'll help expedite this climb. I want to give us lots of room to recover here. Easy. Gotta watch that AOA. So you can feel when it's starting to buffet and everything is getting kind of loose and shaky, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we're just going to work on the reactions for that. So the first 2 things in the stall that should be simultaneous, if you're not at full power, should be to increase to full power, and you decrease the angle of attack. So you release, you release back pressure on the stick if it's just beginning to enter, or you push the nose forward as if it's really necessary.
Yep.
If you dropped a wing, you should have opposite rudder. You should be stepping on the high wing, if you think of it that way, to try and bring the low wing back up.
Were you looking for the 1800 again?
No, we'll go to 2000. That'll be a decent starting point. Now, you saw what it took to enter the stall this time. We're going to try and do it without bleeding so much altitude in the bank. And we're going to bank as though we're making right traffic this time.
That is what?
So
Like,
we'll
how much
right
banking
bank.
is
20 degrees,
Okay.
right bank.
Okay.
They're just opposite traffic pattern from normal.
Oh, missed it.
All right, make sure you're full flaps.
Hold on.
Oh, the pollution of that jet.
That was the turbulence of the F-15, I swear.
Oh, sure.
I'll take your word for it.
Still trying to get back to the level 150 with flaps halfway.
Yeah, I should have had you accelerate for 170 with the half flaps there.
Okay, let's call that good enough. I'm gonna extend flaps full. Ah, she likes that.
Helps that angle of attack.
Does that thing have an RWR? No, you locked me. Oh.
L39 doesn't. Okay, I'd say you're pretty well set up. This will work for what we're doing.
20 degrees, right bank.
Get it pretty close to trimmed up here. It doesn't have to be perfect, and then you bring it to 20 degrees right bank.
Hold on, let me trim it out.
Well, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. If you were actually in the pattern, you're not going to perfectly trim the whole way down. You're just going to fly by feel. Should just be relatively neutral at this speed.
I know. It's either a lot of trim or I don't have trim assigned.
Okay.
Anyway, let's just go for it.
Okay. Pull the power, maintain airspeed. Then once you've got the descent going, start your pull. Okay. Pull, 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 pull. We're looking for the buffet. And recover. Get your wings level. Get your nose up. As soon as you've got enough airspeed, you want to bring your nose up, because
Yeah,
in theory,
I just did it slowly. Should I do it faster?
as fast as the aircraft can safely do it. You don't want to be manhandling the controls, but it shouldn't just be, lazy pull.
Okay.
Especially in
Well,
something like this.
like low over the runway.
Yeah, we're simulating that we're only 100 feet above the runway right now, so if you take your time recovering, you're dead. And what we're trying to instill here is the instantaneous recovery reaction, so that if you feel a wing drop, you just immediately do what it takes to bring the wings level and get the aircraft under control.
Oh, this would be so cool if you could actually fly the plane too, because then you could provoke that, and then I get surprised by it.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and start here. We're in quite the descent already. Just keep the wings level and flare. And recover. Okay.
Have fun, Mr. F-15.
Be
I'm going to 70,000
rebuilding some
feet.
altitude here. We're going to do a power on stall this time. Maintain power at 100. Bring the gear up. As it accelerates,
Not if I shoot you first.
get it up to 200.
Should I get the
And
flaps up?
flaps up, yep.
Forget it.
Beastwood, there's a guy in the front seat right now, and what's going on is I'm just coaching him through some of the basics of control and performance flying. And eventually I can put this little curtain over the pilot seat down, and he can practice flying by the instruments in the sim, and I can still look around and feel what he's feeling in the same plane. So it's kind of cool. Okay, at 2,000, begin to pitch up abruptly. Not full deflection, just ease it back and keep it coming until she stalls. When you feel the stall begin, recover. Okay, put it in a right 30-degree bank and repeat that again. Okay, put it in a left 30-degree bank and bring it to a deep stall.
Like that?
Well, that was about a spin. Go ahead.
Oh, deep. I can let us go deep.
Yeah. Essentially, bring the wing down to about 90. We don't want to go all the way into a spin, but...
Okay, so I can catch it before the spin, right when don't let the wings go past
Yeah.
90 degrees.
Yeah, let the wing drop, but don't spin. Correct.
Right, stay here at 100%. I guess is fine for it.
Yeah, we're a little fast now, actually.
Yeah.
Bring the power down. We want to be around 200 knots. Yeah, Psycho. Does anybody have that link? You can actually watch his perspective on it too. Cosmic posted it. Let me link that. If you've got the interwebs for it, there you go. You can see both perspectives. You can go ahead and pitch up and bleed this airspeed faster. Nope, keep the power out. And bring it back in now. Power.
There's a delay on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wish that we both had control authority here. I would intentionally... I guess I'll just have to tell you to do it. Feed in some... roll left 30 degrees. Start your pull. Power to 100. Okay, recover. Okay, power is set. Left 45 degrees. No pull. Okay, right rudder. And just keep applying until I tell you. And pull. And recover. Okay, get stabilized 200. We're not worried about a specific altitude. They're kilometers per hour, as I understand it, cause. And 1 notch of flaps. Good catch on the airspeed with the pitch there. Let me know when you're stabilized.
Stable.
Here comes the fog.
Well,
You wanna die? Are you crazy?
Okay. Left bank for 45 degrees. Right bank for 45 degrees.
Buddy disconnected from your channel.
Left rudder. And pull. Recover. Level the wings. Level the wings. Stop the pull. Level the wings. Relax the stick. There you go. Get the wings level. And bring the nose up. Whoa. Can you hear me?
Affirmative.
Okay, ease the pull. Get your nose down. The first thing you want to be watching is your attitude indicator. And if that thing is swinging wildly up or down, well, if it's swinging wildly up and you're passing the horizon, that's bad, because you're about to stall again. You want to get it to the horizon and arrest your descent while building airspeed, and then gently climb away. As long as you can stop the descent, that's what's good about the stall, or the stall recovery. So now we're going to do a right bank to 30, left rudder, and then a pull until a buffet. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Recover. Get some airspeed, level the wings. Easy, airspeed. There you go. Pull, pull, there you go. So you neutralize the angle of attack or get the nose down to recover your airspeed. In that case, we bled off a ton of airspeed, and that's when the stall occurred. You can do an accelerated stall by pulling back more abruptly and exceeding the angle of attack without decelerating as much. Just like when you drop a wing in a dogfight. Okay, gear, flaps full. For those of you who are interested to see what he's seeing versus what I'm seeing, you can watch there. Set for 150, level at 2,500.
Really? Do I have to?
Mm-hmm. Flaps full, gear down, landing configuration. Get a climb going back to 1,500. Power.
2,500, right?
Or yeah, sorry, 2,500. We're at 2 right now, or 2,400, so. Good catch. Easy. Watch that artificial horizon. Should be smooth corrections on there. And also watch your heading. Maintain 090.
Riddle me this.
So you cross-reference your pitch angle there. It's about 10 degrees up to maintain straight and level at this power and speed setting. $10 to 12 degrees looks like. So that's kind of going to be your 0 here for pitch. Just a ballpark figure. Don't be fooled, Parks. Okay, looks like we're getting close to stabilized. We're going to do a slow turn, 15 degrees of bank to 060. Watch your airspeed, maintain 150. Maintain 2,500. And a right turn for 150. You're killing me, Steve. That's because you're watching the wrong lessons. You're watching the ones where I go plowing in the mountains. Watch your descent. And keep an eye on your airspeed. Go ahead and get stabilized on 150, 2,500, and 150 indicated. Man, I wish I could adjust this. Don't be afraid to use your trim. Once everything's said and done, you should be able to use your thumb and forefinger to make the corrections needed to maintain.
Yeah, once everything is said and done. I can't keep all 6 in line, or 5.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot to watch, but that's the point. It would be nice if all of these were laid out like a more conventional cockpit for Western stuff.
Also, I find it very hard to trim with that delay in the controls.
The delay?
Yeah, for example, in the vertical speed indicator.
Oh, you shouldn't be using your VSI to determine if you're ascending or descending. Only in...
No, what? Yeah.
Yeah, just like the VSI, you should only glance at occasionally. Your primary is going to be your artificial horizon, your heading indicator. Well, your primary is going to be your altimeter, your heading indicator, and your airspeed indicator. And then your artificial horizon is just kind of home base. So you glance at that for a quick reference to what the aircraft is saying it's doing, and you assume that that's correct until you have reason to believe otherwise. So then you verify from there, okay, the aircraft is looking pretty close to right. Now what's my heading? Okay, what's the aircraft looking like? Still pretty good. Okay, what's my airspeed? Okay, what's the aircraft looking like? Still pretty good. Okay, what's my altitude? And you just keep zigzagging back and forth between essentially just those 4 in here, really. The VSI you would use for a descent. I mean, if you wanted to make a descent to landing, we would pick a descent speed, and then you would adjust power to a specified setting, and then adjust pitch to maintain that descent speed. And then you would use your VSI.
So it's very tempting, because that thing, if that thing bounces up and down, you kind of like, I don't see that movement yet in the altimeter. So
Yeah.
it kind of feels like, oh, it tells me already what's about to happen, so I better listen to it. So I'm too low again?
Yep, about 160 meters. Or feet, or whatever this thing's in. I don't know.
Meters, probably.
Yeah, you're at 7,800 feet and climbing, so definitely meters. Feel free to get some requests on the songs, guys. I like these playlists, but it's just played in the background so many times now that. All right, looking pretty stable here. Got you leveling off, 150. Everything's looking good. Okay.
Not for long.
Go for it, T-Parks. Okay.
Okay.
Make a left turn. While turning, maintain altitude. Roll out 360, but accelerate to 300, raise gear.
Wait, gear was raised. Maintain altitude. You said 360?
Altitude 2,500, accelerate to 300. Roll out 330, actually. Climb for 3,000. Flaps 2. Alright, flaps 1, I should say. Watch the pitch. Your 0 on pitch is going to change as your airspeed increases, so remember that. And flaps 0. And recapture 330. Trim as needed. Keep coming right. Keep the acceleration up at this power setting for now. And level off. It's kind of a bumpy ride.
I don't know where that pitch came from.
Wasn't me. I have no authority. I've been jerking around on the controls here and nothing's happening. Cool, Parks. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to use the VSI. We're going to descend at a 400 meters per minute descent. I'm assuming that's what that's measured in. So 2 marks. And pull power to maintain 400 indicated in that descent.
Okay, you just asked the impossible for me. I cannot keep the needle of that vertical speed indicator stable.
Manage your bank. Gotta keep the wings level. Bring it right 90 degrees for 330. You verified the gear is up?
Negative, now positive.
And roger. Okay, keep it coming right. Watch your bank.
Oh, when you said 90 degree right, you didn't mean 90 degree bank?
Right. This is working though. We're rolling out 330. Bring it 340 actually, and maintain that vigilantly. We're coming in to approach for landing here. We're gonna do a theoretical circling approach. 340 for heading. Get that descent going. Trim is necessary. Pull the power is necessary. Matter of fact, once you're trimmed at 400 level, you should be able to just pull power, and it should descend automatically. That makes life a lot easier.
Well, I'm
Watch
already
your
in the descent
bank.
now.
Yep. Watch your bank. Let's bring that to 600 meters per minute. Actually, rapid descent and maintain 1,000. So chop the throttle and descend. You shouldn't have to dive. Just keep those wings level. Thank you for the follow. Say hey in chat. Chop the throttle. Right turn for 360.
Oh, fuck.
Keep the descent coming. One more notch. Actually, we're not paying attention to the notch now. Rapid descent for 1,000 meters. Is the throttle idle?
Stay firm.
Okay. Boards.
I don't have the board. Or do I? Do I have the sign?
It's
Well,
probably
yeah, sounds like
B.
it.
Keep it coming down.
Doesn't descend, should come down.
I'm just trying to maintain 400 indicated in the descent. So I'm saying keep the nose down. We don't care how fast you're descending. We just want to maintain 400 and an idle boards extended descent to 1,000. So you've still got another 1,000 to go. And if you check 9 o'clock low, you should see the preferred approach end of the runway. Go ahead
So
and...
bright, I can't see a thing.
My eyes! Go ahead and make a normal landing on...
You lied at me, there's no runway in front of me. Alright.
Yeah, Ryan, I ran us low on fuel here. Should be able to make a left turn from here. Configure for landing. You should be pretty well in the pattern.
Yep.
Be a bit wide, but that'll be alright.
What did we figure out for landing speed last time?
I think approach speed should be 180 until short final. Cross the numbers about 160 and touchdown 150 or less. You can go ahead and carry some power in. Since we're so far from the runway, if we lost the engine, we'd want to have some glide room. When not making a full instrument approach, for example, when staying VFR, you want to maintain as much altitude as you can to try and ensure that you can make the field as soon as possible, and then once you've got it made, keep it made.
Okay, and then I'm just going to try to bleed the speed with power low in the turn.
Yeah. Yeah, this should be good.
Run in and brake.
Mm-hmm. You got the gear, flaps, and boards all configured for landing?
Well, I don't know. Do the boards need to be out? I don't think so.
Okay.
Unless I feel I can't bleed enough speed here. Yeah, okay, I do need them. A little steep. Gonna pitch too much speed here, so I'm gonna put the boards out.
And you've confirmed gear and flaps down?
A-firm.
Okay.
Maybe not on your screen. Last time it didn't show it for you either.
Yeah, it's not. I'm just re-verifying because I have no other indication. Looking good. Retard. Retard. Hui, hui, hui. That'll do. Very nice. How's it going, Wolfpack?
That was very smooth. Try to praise myself here, but I didn't even feel the touchdown.
Yeah, it was smooth. I wonder if you can refuel the jet with me in it, if it'll indicate that. We'll find out when you get turned off
Right.
here.
Yeah. Let's roll to the end so we can take off again if you want to. Maybe we should just keep it in the one lesson. Not do some stupid stuff and next time continue. I mean, we will do the reefer test, of course. Unless my instructor says the lesson is not concluded yet.
Oh no, that's concluded. We burned a full tank of gas. I think that's probably pretty good.